There's a difference between just getting by versus getting ahead.
Karen Carr is the co-facilitator of the Getting Ahead and a Just Getting By World workshops offered through Lewis County's Bridges Out of Poverty. With the help of Amanda Cook, she works to educate members of the community on the steps needed to reduce financial hardship and change their lives for the better.
Getting ahead helps people that are experiencing instability and poverty, and it helps them because they gain knowledge and resources that they may not have, and they have a support group and positive role models to help them with that transition.
We consider our people that participate investigators, where they're taking time to evaluate their own circumstances and some community assessments.
And for these investigators, circumstances can vary greatly.
I became an addict because I lost my children and everything. So my whole sole purpose in life disappeared, and now I'm trying to find a different purpose in life. So I have a reason to get out of bed.
I think for each person that it is different of what their breaking point is to wanting something different. Some of the people it is generational. They want their life to be different than their parents' life. They want to better their future for their children. They are looking to improve but don't know how.
In their workshops, investigators learn that poverty is more than just lack of money. They learn what it means to be in poverty to what it takes to become economically and emotionally self-sufficient. And for these investigators, the lessons are already paying off.
Getting ahead has been positive in my life because it's helped me build bonds with other people that I didn't really have healthy bonds, because in addiction you don't really have healthy bonds with people. So coming out of that, I've learned to meet people, and I've learned to open up and trust other people in a genuine way, and not always just thinking they're going to use me for something, but we're building each other up.
I've seen myself making changes already in life. I was facing an eviction with a very low-paying job and really little support system, and it helped me to find people who really care about me, kind of honestly cut out some of those that sometimes it's hard to cut out of your life, but you have to, and start making plans for the future.
But sometimes planning for the future is not easy. And in these workshops, there's one thing in particular they want investigators to understand.
Getting Ahead has coined this term they like to use as tyranny of the moment. It's really when everything has overwhelmed you to the point where you no longer have any ability to make a move at all. I really don't do fight or flight, I freeze. And whenever that happens, they taught us to really take a step back and completely detach yourself from how you feel about it, the emotions that you may have attached to the situation, and to try to pretend you're somebody else and look at it logically from that perspective.
I think one of the things that the participants become aware of is that they are problem solvers, and that they are able to problem solve. Many times they think that they don't know how to solve problems. And one of the main things of people in poverty are great problem solvers. And I think they recognize a lot of people are going through the same thing, and that there is hope, and they understand how to make changes in their life to gain stability.
It's different to hear from different people's aspects, like what their life is like, then you realize that your life isn't either so terrible or that you're blessed in a lot of ways. In some ways, some people need to be a little more educated on that not everybody's life is as good as theirs.
Success in getting ahead can look differently depending on the participants, because it could be their success was they committed to something for 18 weeks and stuck through and completed it. Many of our graduates, it is the first graduation that they have earned in their life. There's other participants that have obtained their GED, obtained their first jobs, just gained confidence and the ability to be able to advocate for themselves.
In Lowville for WPBS Weekly, I'm Luke Smith.